Today I'm sharing a fun and free template in my Snip and Stick sheet line. This is a free downloadable PDF that you can print and craft along with me. Hi, my name is Jenny and welcome to my channel where we share paper crafting ideas and inspiration. In today's video, I've got a Snip and Stick sheet that you cut apart to create a fun card, and this is called the Magical Birthday. So you'll find the link for this PDF in the description box down below. All you're going to need to make this project is some scissors, adhesive, a card base, and an envelope. And then you print off this sheet and you get to cutting. So there are 4 sections in the sheet, and I'm just going to dissect them. You get one pattern paper background for the front of the card, you get some fussy cuts, you get some sentiments, and then you get a piece that goes on the inside of your card. So this piece, this beautiful rainbow, goes on the front, and then we have this little blank space that will go on the inside of the card where you can write a personal message or a sentiment, and I'm just going to trim all those out. So everything is already pre-set up for you. All you need to do is just cut the pieces out. So we'll just put that on the inside of the card. And then we have these fussy cut elements. These are fun, cute rainbow, unicorn, and gnomes. These are 3 of my most favorite things in the world. And I just go through and fussy cut them out. You don't have to use them all. You can, fill your card up with all these fun images, or you can just put a select few on there. So I go ahead and I cut all of the elements out first, and then I start to play around with my design. I'm only going to cut out this one little guy on screen for you just because, fussy cutting takes a long time. So here we go. These elements are all cut out. Now on the sentiment sheet, there's one more element, and this is like a faux wax seal. And I thought it was just super cute. I wanted to add it in. So I cut that out, and that's going to be for the back of our envelope. So for the sentiments, we'll get all of those cut out. There's some stuff that you can put on the front of the card, on the inside of the card, and you'll see as we go through how I decide to lay out my card. So I've got all my pieces here, my sentiments, my little ephemera, and my pattern paper. I'll start with the pattern paper and adhere that to the front of the card base. Just get that lined up, and it leaves a nice little white border around the edge, really pretty. And then the inside, we'll just glue that down. And then I decided to put one of the sentiments on the inside of the card as well. This sentiment says, rainbows, gnomes, and unicorns. What more could you ask for? So I'll just adhere that on the inside of the card as well. And now we'll go ahead and start to play around with the ephemera. I pulled out some foam squares because I want to pop up the ephemera. So I add some little foam squares and pop it up over the rainbow with a little gnome riding the unicorn. And I'll take my sentiment that says have a sweet birthday, and I'll pop that up on foam tape too. And I just fussy cut around the sentiment there. And I decided to add one more little gnome on the inside and a little heart on the back of the card. And now to the envelope, I've got one little guy left holding some balloons. I'll put him on the front of the card. And then I've also got a cupcake, and I have that faux wax seal. So I'm going to put my little guy here and the cupcake on the front of the envelope. We'll glue that stuff down. I wasn't too sure about the placement of this cupcake. I'll come back and move that again because I'm not happy with it. So I'll just pop that in the corner, and then I'm going to flip it over and glue down the wax seal. Now I want this to sort of half hang over the envelope flap. So I'm just going to put adhesive on half of it and then line that up into the center so it looks like a little wax seal. Super cute. And then the last thing I wanted to do is add a sentiment. I have a happy birthday sentiment, and I decided to pop it on the front of the envelope, move that little cupcake, and then pop the cupcake on top of the sentiment. And that's it. So you can do whatever you want, lay out your card however you want. This is an excellent craft to print off and, craft with your grandkids, or if you have, some kids at a daycare or you're babysitting or something like that. This is a great little craft to keep them busy and have fun doing it. So we have this beautiful card. It fits into our envelope nicely, and we've got some, 3-dimensional elements on the front. Super cute. And that's pretty much it. Really easy project, lots of fun. The template is free. You can download it and print it 3,000 times if you wanted to. And it just gets, kids off of electronics and playing in some crafty space. Or if you're a beginner card maker, this is excellent for you to build up your stash as well. All right, so that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it here with me. Coming up on screen are some videos I think you may enjoy, as well as some other snip and stick sheets in this collection. Have yourself a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!